Let's move on to section 2, where we're going to talk about why this specialization actually helps you win more clients. So as I mentioned in the example, specializing is such a no-brainer, right? Because think about it, in your life, when you go to a medical provider or really any service that you care about and need a high quality of execution, you're going to look for the person that's the best in the business, right? The best in your area, who has the most experience, the best specialization skills. You're not just going to go out there unless you're just, not a discriminating consumer. So when you get out there, and look for that, quickly people are going to emerge as the best in a particular area, and that gives you an enormous amount of leverage. And so when potential clients in the legal sphere are out there looking for different options, they are going to go with someone that they perceive to be of the highest quality, right? Now, depending on the consumer, there's probably a spectrum of people who are going to look for somebody who's kind of good enough, right, and has the bona fides, that they believe is someone who's maybe one of the more successful attorneys in that practice area. And then you have other people who only want the best of the best, right? And they're going to spend that extra time going into, look for someone who's specifically excellent in that area of law. And this has a profound impact on your ability to convert them, right? Because if you are in an area, and this is a challenge that we deal with a lot with clients who, have a pretty good practice in one single area, and we, kind of come into the picture from a marketing perspective, and we ask them like, hey, what do you want to focus on? What do you want? Where do you want to grow? And an answer I get a lot is, well, we want, we definitely want these cases. That's our bread and butter, but we also want a little bit of PI, right? And this is like my favorite thing from clients is like, well, we want, immigration with a side of PI. Like we want to do our thing, but also if a, $1 million case comes along, we'll just, we'd be happy to snap that up. Right. And, often that does not happen, right? Those things can happen, but generally through referral and stuff like that, because when somebody's going out there for it needs an auto accident attorney, you're just going to get absolutely bombarded by people whose only job night and day is auto accidents, right? And other PI claims. And so they're spending an enormous amount of time focused on just those things, right? Because you are giving yourself an enormous advantage if the consumer's out there and they see two different people. One of them, looks like they kind of do PI, maybe they do a little bit of it, or the other guy who is like, I am the PI king or queen, and this is all I do. Here are my results, so on and so on. So this gives you a really powerful benefit and opportunity, not only to try and convert those people to get them to the website, but then also during your consultation, right? When you get these people in and you have the ability to go at, with them one-on-one to convince them that you are the right person for the job, being able to showcase your experience and that you have superior experience than the average person doing criminal law or immigration law or whatever it is, you're absolutely putting yourself in a much better position to convert those people. So there's no question about it that, when somebody goes in, they are going to lean towards the person who has this advanced specialty and advanced skill set that is, presumably going to give them the best option when their legal future is on the line. I think you're probably getting the picture now, but just think about it in a practical sense, right? And somebody gets a DUI, right? They're looking around and they want to get somebody who's going to get it off, get it off their record, right? And not serve jail time and all of that stuff. So they're panicked. They may have a family member out there looking around. They're going to go out and they are probably not going to call the first person they see. They're going to look and kind of, even if they knew nothing about lawyers, they're going to do a quick review of a couple of different lawyers. And in the marketing language, it's going to showcase those benefits, right? Like we've successfully litigated 100 DUIs in the past year. We have the most experience of any DUI person in this county. We get the best results for DUIs. That's all we focus on. Like, those are the type of things that are absolutely going to give that person a leg up in any sort of consumer shopping period, right? And so when you're thinking about doing this, you have to think about the cost and benefit of it, right? So even though you may want to kind of keep your options open by having a second practice area or something that you kind of do on the side, it's super important for the marketing aspect to really singularize your practice area and show that you are the best person on the planet to service this person when they are in a time of legal need. What if I told you that saying no to some cases will actually make you more money? What if I told you that saying no to some cases will actually make you more money in the long run? I'm talking about specialization and why niching down leads to better operational efficiency. So you're running a better law firm, producing higher quality service, but most importantly, you're going to make more profit as well.